Good evening, everyone. Today's date is March 20, 2018. Looking at Aussie dollar tonight. I've got about 6 pairs I want to look at, so let's get started here. Aussie dollar, I was looking for a break of this trend line. I'm a little pissed off that I did not take the trade. It was a very, very simple trade here. You could see a very nice trend line forming here. 1, 2, 3 on this. So I was looking at the chart and we were bouncing off of that trend line. I marked here, wait for break of trend line, and the target would be down here at the 76.3 and some change. We did break the trend line. We closed below it, and we did see some follow through. Right now, we have not seen target 1 get hit. If you zoom out right here, I'll show you exactly where I pulled my target, and that is this previous area here. I don't like big zones like that, but if you look left, before price broke out, it consolidated, went sideways, and went up to the upside. So I would like to see a retest of that zone, so that's exactly where I pulled my target. If you zoom out even more, on a daily time frame, we have a very nice trend line here. 1, 2, maybe 3. All right, so that's what I'm looking at on Aussie dollar. Definitely bearish on that. Right now, this is a nice little pattern forming here. This is a nice bearish inside bar pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the top of the bar as an area of interest. All right, so that's the 4-hour time frame. If price tests the top of that bar along with the 20 MA, I may look to short that for a potential, let's see here, 69 pip move. Not much, but we'll see. I may just leave it alone. I think I've missed most of the action on Aussie dollar already. Let's move on to pound Aussie. Now, this one's interesting. If you look at a weekly time frame, you could see that the 200 MA is right above it. Right now, the 200 MA looks like it's at 183.4 and some change. So price did come into that. It hasn't quite touched it yet. Another interesting thing that I saw is this fib. If you pull from high, right about there, to the low, to there, look where that 382 falls, right with that 200 MA at 183.220. All right, I do want to note that the pound Aussie was in a consolidation mode or period here from, we'll call it 2016 through this year. All right, now this thing just broke out to the upside late last year in December. And right now it is making higher highs. So that is one thing to keep note of. So I'm a little torn on this one. I like the breakout of the 2-year consolidation, but I don't like that price is below the 20 MA and it's coming up to the 382. All right. So there's a positive and there's a negative. I'm kind of just waiting to see what happens. The 382 is a strong level. You could see that here in the week of February 2016, that acted as support here, broke through, and price is now below that. So I kind of lean towards the bearish side. A pullback would be healthy on this, but keep in mind that 2-year breakout consolidation. All right. Followed by higher highs and lower highs. All right, let's move on to pound dollar. Now, pound dollar, the one thing I do see in this is pretty obvious. I'm sure a lot of you guys see this pattern here. A very clean trend line here forming. Connect this high to these wicks here, connects to that one here. This candle here is January 25th of this year. This area is February 1st, excuse me. It's a little late. February 15, but you get the point. Nice trend line there. Price broke out above the trend line, retested the trend line, and now looks like it wants to keep going higher. The one thing I'm not convinced about pound dollar yet is the 50 and the 20. So I want to see the 20 cross the 50, the blue line to the red line. Once I see that, I think I'll be a little more convinced, although I do like this bullish candle with some consolidation. But I really, really want to see a crossover of the moving averages until I'm convinced. Once that happens, should that happen, I could see this going up maybe, we'll call it 250 pips. That'd be a nice trade there. So I'm going to kind of wait and see what happens on that. I want to see some more action here on the moving averages for pound dollar. Kiwi dollar. This was a nice trade here. I shorted this. This is a very, very simple trade. Point A, B, C, 61.8 fib. All right, so I'm pulling from high to low. Price rejected the 61.8. My target is still the 27 extension down here at 71.712, and the 61.8 extension at 0.70331 would be target number 2. I simply took my profit here because of the double bottom, so I was a little bit higher than that. But we could see now that price, it has broken this area here of support, so I would like to see this continue down towards the 27 extension. I think any pullbacks could be sold on Kiwi dollar. Let's move on to dollar CAD. Now, I like dollar CAD. Nice engulfing candle there on the daily. But I do want to show you guys this here. Well, we could look at it on the daily. That's fine. Once again, a fib tool from high to low. And look at that. Price came right into the 61.8 at 131 and some change. We didn't quite tag it, but that's pretty close. One thing I do see is that price is still above the 20, so that's okay. That's a healthy pullback. In fact, I think a pullback down to the 129, we'll call it 129.5 area. This previous area of resistance could now become support. All right. So if you look left here, we pulled back, tried again, pulled back, tried again, sold off. Now we broke through that zone here. So a pullback down to the 20 MA or the 129.250 area, I think would be healthy on that. Keep in mind that 20 MA sloping right into that. So that's what I'm looking at on dollar CAD. Again, if you look left here, you could see it even better on the 4-hour. This was a previous area of consolidation before the breakout. So I'd like to see a move back down here. This is looking like a 85 to 100 pip move. So not bad there. Also keep in mind this trend line. That's pretty obvious. The spot. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. All right, so connecting here. Price could come back and find some support here. That's pretty clear there. Let's look at dollar yen. I like dollar yen. I'm hoping to see price move up to the 108 area, 107.75-ish. If you zoom out on the 4-hour time frame, you can see price broke out above the trend line here. So breakout above, a retest, along with a triple bottom, 1, 2, 3. I'd like to see price come back up here and retest this 108 zone. All right. I'm not in this trade. I'm just keeping an eye on that. Also keep an eye on the 200 MA. The daily has a nice engulfing candle there. We closed above the 20, so that's a good sign on the daily. And you'll see that the 50 MA is sloping right into that 108-ish, 107.75 area that I'm interested in. All right, so that's dollar yen. Let's move on to Euro CAD. Now, EuroCAD has a nice bearish engulfing candle here on the daily. Price is still above the 20 MA, so that's still a good sign for this. If you zoom out and look at a weekly time frame, though, let's see, right about there. One thing I spotted was this little fib extension, and I'll explain this here. So I picked from this low right there to this high here, and you'll see that price came right into the 50% fib. It first targeted the 27 extension here, minor pullback, and now price has tested the 61.8 extension. So that's interesting to note there. All right, let's go back to the daily. Now, I would love to see a pullback down here at the 156.5-ish area. But then again, you do have that 20 MA here, which should act as support. Any close below the 20, and we should see some follow through down to the 50. Maybe we get that kind of move. Maybe the 50 MA slopes into this zone here, and then maybe we could find some support. So that's what I'm looking at on EuroCAD. And let's see, I've already covered that one. I think that's all I had for tonight. Euro USD. Not sure if I talked about Euro USD yet, but I'm in this trade. Simple fib retrace here from high to low. A move back up to the 61.8, price rejected that zone here, followed by a sharp sell-off. Now we have made lower lows here. So I'm still expecting a 27 extension, target 1, and ultimately a 61.8 extension, which is at 121.6 area. And if you look left, you'll find that that was a previous area of support. So we could see a double bottom move there on Euro USD. And even if you zoom out on the 4-hour time frame, very, very clean chart here. Nice trend line here at the upper area, and another trend line here at the low. At the lower part of the screen here, we have a low, lower low, followed by a lower low. So long-term Euro USD could be looking to make a new lower low. All right, but I'm most likely taking profit here at the double bottom or the 121.6-ish area. All right. That's all I had for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know. Shoot me an email if you have any questions. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you.